Hey everyone, I'm back. I'm Minister James Moss. I'm here with Continuing Education, and we are in the book of Luke, and we're in chapter 9. We're about to cover verses 46 through 48. This one is disciples argue about who would be the greatest. Okay, so again, there's something, like I said, I wanted to share with you, but I don't want to do it until after we finish the main parts of the video. Okay. All right. So this argument among the disciples about who would be the greatest highlights how they did not understand Jesus's mission. Jesus was trying to prepare these men for the suffering and rejection that would come. At the same time, however, the disciples were enjoying all the attention and even disputing with each other over who was the greatest. So Jesus called over a little child, considered the most lowly person in first century society, to show them their false priorities. All right, so here we go. A little bit of humble pie. All right, so we're going to go through to verse 48. All right, and it says, there arose a reasoning among them, which of them should be greatest. And Jesus, perceiving the thought of their heart, took a child and set him by him, and said unto them, whosoever shall receive this child in my name receiveth me, and whosoever shall receive me receiveth him that sent me. For he that is least among you among you all, the same shall be great. All right. And so here we go. Verse 46. Apparently this argument among the disciples was occurring away from Jesus, but they could not hide it from him. The disciples, still not understanding the true nature of Jesus' mission, were having an argument as to which of them would be the greatest. Either they ignored Jesus' words about his death as they planned for the coming kingdom, or they took his words to heart and wondered who would be in charge after he died. Verses 47 and 48. Jesus used this opportunity to teach his disciples a lesson about the greatness about which they were so concerned. He brought a little child as a visual aid. Jesus suggested that he and this child were peers. Anyone who welcomes a little child like this on my behalf welcomes me. Jesus equated the attitude of welcoming children with the willingness to welcome him. This was a new approach in a society where children were usually treated as second-class citizens. Jesus equated the attitude of receiving children with a willingness to receive him. Even more important is the profound truth of Jesus' identity. Anyone who receives me welcomes my Father who sent me. Jesus was saying that he and God the Father were one. The disciples had become so preoccupied with the organization of Jesus' earthly kingdom that they had lost sight of its divine purpose. Instead of seeking a place of service, they were seeking positions of advantage. Jesus used the child to help his self-centered disciples get the point. They were to have a servant's attitude, not being childish, but childlike, with humble and sincere hearts. Greatness would be measured by attitude towards service. Whoever is the least among you is the greatest. True greatness means to deny oneself, willingly serve others, and follow and obey the master. Yes. Now, one of the things I wanted to say real quick is that we learn about this debate among the disciples every time after Jesus gave them the second warning that he was going to die. And to me, I'm like, okay, here it is. Jesus is telling you that, look, I'm telling you guys, this is the second time. Look, I'm going to be betrayed. I'm going to be turned over to the hands of, the scribes and the Pharisees, and then they're going to deliver me up to be killed, be crucified. And I need you guys to be focused because I need you to start taking this thing serious. These people are sitting here, like I said, they sit in the top of my list of the world's greatest bucket heads. They're sitting here arguing among themselves who was the greatest among themselves. They still hadn't even grasped the idea of some of the teachings of Jesus, yet alone how were they going to replace him if they did take him serious that he was about to die? But the thing was, they was like, okay, yeah, you're going to die, so we need to figure out what's going on. I'm greater than you. You suck at this. I'm better at that. And, they were so self-absorbed that they wasn't even paying attention to the message that Jesus was like, fellas, one day I'm going to leave you and it's not going to be pretty. And you're going to be stuck because you don't know what to do. All right. So anyway, like I said, these guys, They topped my list of bucketheads in history because they didn't listen, and they was right there with Jesus on everything that he said, did. They got a chance to see it, taste it, smell it, hear it, be a part of it, even to the point that they were actually empowered to do some of the things that Jesus was doing, and yet and still they couldn't grasp the simple things. I'm just saying. If you go back to some of the other gospels and you read all these gospels and you see all the things that happen, and then you get into the ones where, like, I believe Mark probably put things in chronological order. If not, Matthew really hit chronological order. But so many things that happened, and then afterwards they were still like, we're not sure. Really? And I can see why Jesus was like, what? Are you kidding me? You know? But hey, look, that's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I apologize. I ask God to forgive me. But this is, Jesus was trying to get their attention. Look, dude, I'm trying to tell you, time is running out. And that's what God is telling us in our lives. Time is running out. How many more things do I have to do to show you that time is short? You need to start taking this serious. How many more times do I need to show you that you don't have the time you think you have to do the things that you feel like you want to do before you decide that, okay, I'm ready, Lord. Here it is. I'm 80 years old. I'm ready. I've done everything I wanted to do, slept with everything I wanted to sleep with. Now I'm ready to serve you. Really? Okay. All right. Anyway, I'm going to get off of that for right now. All right. Until next time, God bless you. God keep you. And look, you don't have to be like these guys. You have the word. You have videos. You have everything that you need to understand God's purpose for you. You just have to seek God, open the door of your heart, your mind, and let him come in, rearrange some things, and follow his lead. Follow the lead of the Holy Spirit. You can't go wrong. Until next time, God bless you, God keep you, and remember to keep studying.